Alright, so this is actually my second attempt at recording a guide for Secret Swim in Atlantis the Lost Empire for the PS1, specifically for Hando, which means we have to get all the collectibles you can see like slots for in the lower part of the screen. So we need to get all the letters to spell out Atlantis and the green crystal. Because by getting them in all the levels unlocks collectibles. I mean bonuses in bonus features, which isn't relevant, but for Hando you basically need to have everything in all of the levels. Now, I've done a bunch of these guides in like one sitting, and this is probably the last one I'm doing for now. But basically, in most of them, I mainly just showed off the specific like out of bounds threads and whatnot. But since this one is probably like the hardest one in the entire game, because you have to keep going in and out of bounds to get all of the collectibles while also being quick and efficient. So yeah, I wanna like try and show it off entirely, and it might take me a few attempts to record this actually, because I want it in one take. Don't really wanna like have to cut stuff out and whatnot. And yeah, it's like if you are just starting out, I would probably just suggest watching like a world record or something, and getting some of the easier strats and quicker cycles and whatnot that you can get in other levels down. I'm not gonna make like specific guides for everything, because it's like most of the levels I just get everything as fast as possible and finish the level. There's just a few small strats and quicker cycles and whatnot. But with this one in particular, I feel like I have to make a guide for the whole level, because it's really complex with all the out of bounds stuff that I came up with. So yeah, let's get started. I really hope I'm gonna get it this time. I'm just spamming all the buttons like always. And yeah, well, the start is just like normal. We just skip the cutscene, then use circle here. I think you actually go faster if you spam circle instead of hold it, but with swimming, I think it should be the same. Like, you can either spam it or hold it. I think the result is like the same. I used to spam it a lot as a kid, so I'm kind of used to that, but I also sometimes just hold it. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, get past here. Pick Kida over here. And yeah, just get up here. Now we are gonna actually have to kill the snails, because we could technically clip through this door and get behind there, but then this door wouldn't open and we would have to go around. And what we ideally want to do is grab the collectibles and not have to take a detour. If you wanna be safe though, you can just break that chest and grab the piece of the chain. So like, because basically we are gonna try and get this letter without falling down, which I think the intended way is to like jump down for it and then go like back to the main room and use that piece of the chain where you should use it. But obviously the quicker way is to grab the letter without falling down, then clipping out of bounds and skipping the entire section of having to use that thing. So yeah, yeah, also quick fun fact, this is actually the door where I discovered that you can clip inside of them, but it's not particularly useful on this one specifically, but Yeah, that's the door where I discovered it. Anyway, I think you wanna kind of like position yourself. Like it's really cool. Yeah, there we go. It's like you have to be real quick about it. Like you kind of just wanna slide off, and as soon as you're gonna get the letter, just jump back up. It's really scary. So not falling there can be a bit difficult. Anyway, here, yeah, you can obviously clip on either door, but since we already had to raise this thing anyway, we might as well just clip here. Now with this one, it shouldn't be too hard. You just trigger it to open, drop down there. Yeah, I was too fast for it. Give me a second. Trigger it, drop down. Come on, man, that felt right. Okay, trigger it. Wanna take your time a bit, so like, yeah, you'll get a feel for it once you do it a few times. But anyway, now there's more ways to go about this. You could just pause unpause to start falling immediately and just go towards like in that direction, but I think I'm gonna show off the easier way. I think in my current hand overall record I should have the more difficult but faster way, but basically just so you have an idea, we're gonna do the same thing we would do for any percent. Just follow the way over here, like, okay, through here, and basically what we wanna do is like, there's this like area which doesn't have a ceiling, so we can just pause unpause and fall through back in bounds. We need to do that because there's a collectible shortly after it in the underwater section. So yeah, that's why I mentioned that we'll be going out and back in bounds a few times. Yeah, so like ideally, as I said, you would just pause unpause, like right after clipping out of bounds and just getting to that section immediately. But I wanted to do it this way to like kind of give you an idea of what we are aiming for. If you wanna see the faster way, I either have it in my normal hando or NG plus hando world records. Like I'm pretty convinced it's in one of those, definitely. Anyway, you don't really need to get as much oxygen as I'm getting out of these clams, but you know, since I'm like right next to them, I might as well slap them, why not? Anyway, now we just make our way to the end of this section. Here you don't really have to grab the checkpoint, but I'm gonna do it just in case. Here you only wanna grab the green crystal, go back behind this door. Now this one is a bit awkward because that head keeps shooting at you, so yeah, it's a bit difficult to like clip in. You kind of have to time it so that the fireball is not in your way. It's really stupid, but god damn it. Yeah, it's arguably the worst part of this. Okay, hopefully I'm gonna not take too long. Come on, that should have worked. Okay. Oh, come on, I thought I had that. I landed just a bit in front of the door. Okay, go. Okay, so yeah. Okay, that might have been a bit too far actually. Oh, okay, it isn't. I'm standing right here. I thought I would be falling through the map. Now, it's kind of better if you are clip to the other side, because I think this one is technically faster, but the other one is a lot safer, and the camera is not as stupid as it is on this side. Granted, you have to go around that entire section there to like get past it, but anyway, here you wanna just like make the camera work and just hug the wall as close as possible, because if you go a little bit too far to the right, there's like the floor just isn't there and you start falling through the level. It's not ideal. Anyway, now you kind of just follow this. As I mentioned in the any percent guides, you go around those doors so you don't trigger them. Now, when you get to this point, you should be like, if you set yourself up like this, like if you are on this side, you can just walk past like this, get to this corner, something like that, just go forward and keep jumping. You should eventually land right there. And this is another place where I think I had that in I think the second, like the simpler, or not really simpler, but the simplified any percent guide I made for this level. I had the thing where you would land and get stuck like swimming on top of this. If that happens, you just punch or like press circle and you get out of it. So no worries about that. Anyway, now you follow this. Then when you get to this part, you wanna jump off to the left. Again, staying away from the doors. Now here, you don't wanna jump, because you'll like clip upwards. You want to get here and then... Okay. Not like that. Kind of wanna jump so that you clip like inbounds. Let me try and get back down here. Hopefully I'm not gonna get stuck in some door. Okay, I'll drop down here. And you kind of like wanna get here and then... Yeah, there we go. You wanna get back inbounds. So you can collect the next collectible. Now... there's another checkpoint that you obviously can skip, but for the purposes of the tutorial, I'm gonna grab it. Ideally you would jump off the edge there, so you get more distance before having to swim, but again the game just took my input and ran with it, so yeah. Now we kind of just follow the level. Avoid enemies and whatnot, the classic. Now you have to surface here, because there's no way you would survive. Even though I think you should be able to make it, and there's like a clam to the left down there, but yeah, it's better to just surface there, and then you can swim all the way to the end of this section. It's a bit close, but it should be fine. Avoid that guy. And yeah, okay, here we are. I don't think there are any collectibles here, so you should be safe to just... Yeah, you can make that as well, so Yeah, that's the... Oh, Jesus, okay, that was close. But yeah, that's like the perfect movement there, pretty much. You don't have to ledge grab anything. Now here, there shouldn't be any collectibles between here and the next section, so you should be free to do this out of bounds if you wish to do so. Come on. Ah, come on, I almost had it. Yeah, obviously it's gonna take a few attempts. Okay, at least I clipped in the better door. I was going to say right door, but it's actually the left door, which is kinda ironic. Anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna like go too much into detail here because it's the exact same as in the any percent guides, so yeah, you can just check that if you wish to do so. So yeah, you go like that, jump off over here. Go this way. Okay. Go up here. Go down here. Jump back inbounds. Grab the water. Grab the collectible. Now, you don't want to do the out of bounds over here. Ideally, you might want to kill that snail because, yeah, he can be annoying. And, yeah, he's going to hit me there, so, yeah. But there's a collectible up here, which can be a bit difficult to grab. What I usually do is just walk up over here and jump. Like, Kida jumps pretty far, so you should be able to take it. But if you are not feeling too confident, you can just get on like on the side over here, and it should be much easier to grab. Like, just need to line up properly. Yeah, I kind of like barely got it. Wanted to do the safer way because like if you do it if you don't do all the out of bounds stuff, you would go around there and push out the box and whatnot so you can swim around. But if you are, especially if you're playing with Kida and you miss the letter, it's pretty big time loss because you have to go. I mean, we have to go there anyway, so might as well just do it. But basically, you would have to go this way, then get the Milo to push out that box because. Or pull out that box because Kida can't do it for some reason. Grab a first aid kit if you feel to do so. Anyway, that's all the letters, and we also grabbed the green crystal in the room with the head that's shooting fireballs. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is. Now you can either just finish the level casually, or you can do the last out of bounds. Let me try and do that. Hopefully I'm gonna clip into the left door here. That would be preferable. Come on, that was really close. Okay. Open sesame. God damn it. Yeah, like... No, it's... There we go. If you're really not too confident with it, you probably don't want to go for it, because... I'm not too sure how much it saves, but it's probably not too worth it to spend like too long being stuck there. Anyway, yeah, you wanna get behind here. Once again, get as close to the wall as possible. Open inventory, use and hold forward. And my camera turned to the side there a bit, so I'm gonna just lightly tap left. Okay, maybe I need to go right, actually. We'll see. Okay, yeah. So, we're here and... Oh, come on, yeah. That I knew it was a bit too much over the wall. Luckily, we can just wait it out and fall through again. But yeah, like, I'm not even sure. Yeah, like, at this point, it would be faster to just do it the normal way, probably. So, again, only go for this if you are confident with it. Or for like an IL and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As far as I'm concerned, we collected everything that's required for Hando anyway. Like, obviously, if you would be to do max percent, which I was planning to do like a challenge run someday, where you would also get all the white crystals and whatnot, then it's probably not worth for go for like any out of bounds, because white crystals are literally everywhere. Anyway, yeah, you can see that we have all the collectibles that we need. So, yeah, uh, this actually went a lot nicer than I expected, recording just over 20 minutes, which, funnily enough, is like half of what my initial recording for the any percent secret swim out of bounds was. But then again, I went like quite in depth on it in that one. So if you want to see like backups for if you screw up or like things to watch out for and whatnot, definitely check that one out. It'll be on the speedrun.com page in the guides for this game, and I'll like probably link it in the description of this one if I don't forget about it. Anyway, yeah, well, that's going to be it. That's, as I mentioned at the start, probably all that really needs a guide for Hando. Like, most of the other stuff you can just see from the world record, or yeah, like, there's not too many runs for Hando at the moment, so the world record or the ILs are probably your best bet. But most of my ILs are from like segments from 4 runs, so yeah, just you can just look at the world record or some of my obsolete runs, because I obviously like sometimes get some segments better in older runs than in current PBs. But yeah, well, I'm going off topic once again, so yeah, thanks for watching and see ya next time, whenever that's gonna be. Twitch.tv/PriorGameSK, by the way. Feel free to drop me a follow if you wish to do so. I run plenty of games. With this one in particular, I've mostly done offline runs, but I might do a stream or two every now and then. Like, if we discover that sub 40 is actually possible, I might start a bit of an any percent grind soon-ish. So, yeah, well, we'll see. Anyway, yeah. That's all for now, and bye.